Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Chaos Mirage. Welcome back to this Fire Emblem Three Houses blind playthrough. Let's begin. I don't know how much longer we have because I think we just killed the Death Knight. And probably we're gonna fight Edgar this month, I think.
Your Highness, our capture of the fortress is complete. Now the path to the Imperial capital is finally open to us. Once we have finished cleaning up after the battle, let's have another meeting to discuss our next move.
Let's celebrate, sure.
It would be one thing if we were at home or at the monastery, but to waste our resources like that here would be most...
Pardon the interruption. We've just received a letter from Margrave Garreg.
Very well. I will read it at once. I see. It seems the conflict within Fargus has at last come to an end.
Yes, Your Highness. Margrave and the other Eastern Lords are at the center of it, and are gathering the kingdom's military forces even now. They intend to join with the Alliance army and send troops and supplies to the monastery.
What do you know? My old man is really pulling his weight. Did he seem well?
Yes, as well as can be expected. He has taken it upon himself to bring order back to our troubled territory, while His Highness is away.
I am truly in the Margrave's debt. I will be sure to thank him properly at first opportunity. Thank you for the information. Now tell me, did it seem to you that my presence was needed back at the monastery?
Well, I do have a verbal message from the Margrave on the subject.
A verbal message? How strange.
The other day, he arrested one of Viscount Kleiman's men. And, well, the prisoner has claimed involvement in the tragedy of Duskur. He has implicated his lord as well.
Go on.
I was told they would be transporting this man to the monastery, along with the troops and supplies. The Margrave said that regardless of the credibility of the man's testimony, how he should be dealt with was your decision alone, Your Highness.
Very well. All that considered, I will return to the monastery at once. Will you come with me, Professor?
Huh.
Thank you.
So I guess we have one more target before Edelgard, it looks like. Interesting.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths. The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Merceus, managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory. The Kingdom Army returns to Garreg Mach to regroup and reorganize its forces. With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Yeah, we got one more. We need to take out the one who's responsible for Duskur before we fight Edgar. So yeah, so we probably have like 2 or 3 more months left.
Ah, there you are. His Highness was looking for you.
Where is he?
He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner, Viscount Kleiman's man. He said he'd like for you and I to be present as well. Will you come with me? I cannot overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
Was Patricia accomplice?
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a... Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband
and daughter.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. Couldn't she just leave? I mean, she did marry into the kingdom, but like, I'm hard to believe that like she says, hey, I don't want to be married anymore, I want to divorce, I want to leave and see my daughter. Like, was Demetrius' father like keeping her in the kingdom against her will? What's the deal here?
What exactly are you implying?
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia. Cornelius' words were true. The two of them, I'm afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense. You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. There were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Fódlan and Kranya had their motives too.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand. I have no idea what their true intentions were.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Dusker. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland. You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
I am only standing before you now, because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins.
Or you got caught and your lord is losing this war. You want to live, so that's why. Do you regret? Did you share those feelings about your homeland? Sure.
Yes, I believe I do.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell.
Are you not going to kill him?
I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yes, Your Highness.
Like, when this game presented the, like, Lady Patricia, whatever her name is, Demetrius' stepmother, it presented the, like, you know, way that she went to the kingdom and married Demetrius' dad because of, like, political reasons. She couldn't stay at the Empire anymore. That's why she had to leave her daughter and come to the kingdom. So, like, was Demetrius' dad, like, holding her in the kingdom, not letting her, he doesn't want her to leave? Is that it? Or, like, why wouldn't she just live? Why did she have to kill everyone, you know, to, like, escape to the Empire? That doesn't make any sense. Are you okay?
No, I cannot say that I am. Tell me, Professor, how well do you remember your father, Gerald?
Very well.
Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice. I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn. Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill Father and me? Kill her false family? Home to her own blood. Her true family.
I don't have those answers. Sorry, man.
I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate. If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Dusker who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me.
That's true.
That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? Honestly, I think so too. And I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war. I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king.
How will you accomplish that?
We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place without any weapons or troops. As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard.
I'm not certain she'll agree. Well, I don't want to say that.
I would like to believe that.
How do you possibly know that?
You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.
Alright, what we got? Sword Tournament, Master Seal as a reward. How much do I care, honestly? Not really, I don't really care. Let's see. Training Axe, goodbye. Brave Axe. Attack twice when initiate combat. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. How much cutscenes do we have? Only 2. Yeah, because we are almost done with all of them, I think. Inventory. Give the Brave Axe to the Dew. I want Bold Axe. Yeah, we can get rid of Hammer, I think. We don't need Hammer anymore. If the Doom runs up to anyone that that's a heavy armor unit, I'll use Bold Axe before I use Hammer. So yeah. Give you the Brave Axe so you can do 2 damage. Yeah, that's good. Any gold I can sell. Can I remake this thing already? Honestly? Alright. Blacksmith, Forge. How long before I can remake this sword? 5 more. Alright. Yeah, wait for this thing. Sure. Crescent Sickle, we don't care about that. Mistral, we don't want to use that yet. Sure. Killer Axe is fixed. I think I can buy this. Ooh, steel. I think I can. I believe I can buy that. So yeah, I don't mind using it all. Really should stop using this bow. It's not worth it. Yeah, hammer I have more, and I can buy more, so we don't need to give you hammer. Are there any quests? Supply run. Dried vegetable and tomato. I think I have all of them.
Okay, I'm thinking 10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital. But they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. We spent a lot of time going back and forth, but at least we made it this far.
It's very likely that Lady Rhea is confined in the Imperial Palace. If so, then our strategy will be to gain control of the streets and then assault the castle. A street battle followed by a castle invasion. It's just one battle after another. It'll be tough, but we have to win. For Lady Rhea.
Yeah, where was that guy at? The guy who brought me to the church, who was like a friend of Gerald's. Where's that guy? We haven't seen him after time skip. Maybe he joined the Empire.
Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here. So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that. But it was all so exciting and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor?
A lot of fun.
I don't think I could ask for a better answer. Let's all do our best to survive this, so we can come back here when it's all over. I know that's what I'll be doing.
I keep thinking the war is near its end, then it isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us?
No end to war. Okay, let's end the next battle.
It would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
I don't know about that, man.
I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh, you don't think so? I've never seen her, so I was just guessing. She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and order the capture of the Archbishop, right? I don't know. Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking.
I'm running low on cash. Huh. Let's see. I think the one I just got gives me, yeah. Increased magic, yes.
Okay.
Oh, press B to run, yeah. Okay.
Professor, once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.